Hello guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man 1. Last we left off, we had defeated Iceman, and now we have only one more Robot Master before we take on Dr. Wily, and that'd be Fireman. Yes, very creative. He has a torch on his head. Yeah, clearly this is the guy that instigates the fires instead of putting them out. So yeah, we're off to his stage, and the awesome music in his stage, which I think is some of the best in the game. Quite honestly. Alright. Yeah, the stage is pretty simple right now, but there's some challenging spots ahead. Fireman's easily the most challenging part of the level, though. Ah, dang it. But yeah, we'll get to that once we get there. For now, let's just focus on not dying. Sure, we'll go with that. We have one life left, I guess. Well, I'm forgetting life number 0 if I say one life, but whatever. Yeah, I'm definitely going up there with item M. Aw, dang it. There we go. Thanks to all these energy refills, basically nothing happened there. Basically those electricity things from Elec Man's stage. Yeah, this stage is rather chaotic already. And I'm taking a lot more hits than I should be. Sheesh. Good thing there's so much energy lying around. Great. This part. Now we're going to be seeing a lot of these falling fireballs. At least they drop stuff after one hit, usually. Evil fire bars of doom. Okay. I'm pretty sure there can be 6 of those fireballs on one screen at once. Okay, now we're up to the chaotic part. Or at least it would be if we didn't have item M with us. Gosh, this thing's so useful. Normally you'd have to run through there and, shoot, I keep missing. You'd have to run through there and not get hit by fire, which is nearly impossible. But thanks to item M, we can just, jump over the whole thing. And Bullet Bill is returned. Hooray! Yeah, this level's actually kinda short and not as hard as some of the levels we just got through in episode 2. Come on, come on. Ah, shoot. I hate those things. I don't think there's anything I have that can kill them. Well, that works at actually hitting stuff. Oh shoot, I shouldn't have gone up here. Okay, we should be nearing the boss. There we go. Alright, so we're approaching the hardest part of the level, which would be Fireman himself. It is, I believe it's actually literally impossible to dodge his attacks, which is why it's so dang hard. So let's go in, try and avoid massive damage, and yeah. Our ice weapon here just shoots stuff forward, and that's it. This guy's gonna be a complete pain later on, once we have to fight him again. But we have enough ice weapon to take him out this time, I believe. Oh, wait. Okay, we gotta go through this part first. Yeah, that's one thing about Mega Man 1 that I wasn't really too fond of when I picked it up. Is that there's a lot of weapons that just fire forward and that's it. Not too much variety. I mean, you have bombs, you know, bombs. Ice, the fire weapon we're gonna get is also a pretty straightforward weapon where you just shoot forward. I guess I think I said this earlier, but I think that this is more of a prototype for later games. With only 6 Robot Masters and the basicness of it. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we have defeated Fireman, and we have gotten the last weapon that we can pick up. Alright, now the game's gonna get really difficult. Great. Good thing this isn't a continuous run. Well, I'd already be screwed in that case, but... yeah, now we can face Dr. Wily up there. If this thing would let me... there we go. Okay, yeah, let's put our little save there. I'm not entirely yeah, it does restart us, never mind. Yeah, it restarts us after each stage. Who knows, I might screw up so badly. I might actually need that save. Yes, the signature eyebrow wiggle and flying away in his UFO. And after many failed attempts due to lag, glitchiness, and all sorts of crap, yeah, let's start Wily 1. As you can tell, it's been really sucky so far. Out of all the Wily Castle stages and all of the Mega Man games, I'd have to say that the one in Mega Man 1 are the worst by far. Yeah, so we're outside Wily's castle, obviously. And, first part of the level is these things, which we have multiple ones to kill. And since we're trying to save weapons energy, because we don't get a refill after every stage, yeah, we're gonna go for our original Mega Buster for this part. Alright, Gutsman's weapon, there we go. Haha! Alright. Yeah, we have entered the castle, which was horribly barricaded. A lot of jumps here are much more difficult on the keyboard than they are with the controller. Like these. And you want to save item M because it's required for certain parts of the level. And only one of those parts is one where it was intended to be required. Other parts are just so bad that you want to have some item M's stored. Yeah, I actually got that thing for once. Wow. It's the first time that's happened in like 7 recordings. Yeah. This is roughly halfway through the level already. Fortunately, this level's short and some of the other levels are. Oh gosh. But still, very annoying. Much like I said in the Fireman stage, I actually believe that this part of the game, this whole Mega Man game entirely is beta. Just because there's so much stuff that's either badly programmed, or badly planned, or glitchy. Yeah. It's just a mess. Like this part right here. You got these platforms from Iceman stage, and as I discussed earlier, they have no real pattern. So they can be at a point where you can't jump from one to the other a lot. You can get hurt while trying to stand on them. Ah! I made it in one frickin' swoop, yes. They can force you into the spikes on top of the ceiling too, which is annoying. But we managed to get past it really quickly, thank goodness. The last recording where I got across, it took like 10 minutes for them to get in the right position. I'm not even kidding. But yeah, here's the part where you need item M for sure. Fortunately, this level is short, and there's a few easy parts. Now we move on to the boss battle against the infamous Mega Man boss known as the Yellow Devil. In this boss, there's a just as infamous glitch that makes it much less difficult to kill. Yeah, we're gonna be using the pause glitch. If it lets me pause when I frickin' fire. Which it never usually does. Great. At least there's a checkpoint right after this, right before this thing. There we go. And I only got one extra hit off of him, I think. I'm gonna have to pause much earlier than that. Now I have one frickin' hit left. Yeah, you can hear me pound on the start button, and clearly it's not giving off the desired effect. Fortunately, we have more lives and a good deal of electricity ammo. And a good deal of lag. Oh great, I just realized something that was open that wasn't supposed to be. Alright, that should clear up some of the lag there. Heck, you know what? Just for the freck of it, save state. Because I'm not going to go back and repeat this part. Watch, now I'm going to go through it perfectly, now that they've actually put in a save there. Oh well. Yes, this thing really is the devil. Especially since I can never get the pause glitch to frickin' work. Because I'm apparently a klutz at Mega Man. Well, I got a pause, but... Maybe I'm supposed to hit select instead of start. There's an idea. I've been pressing the wrong button because I'm stupid. There we go. Is that how it's supposed to work? I would only hit him once anyways. Okay, I used to fail at Mega Man a lot harder than this, but... I feel really stupid today. There we go. Alright, only one more hit on him left, thanks to that. Next time we find him, it's going to be much easier due to some new abilities, but for now, we're forced to do that. Haha! Take that, piece of crap. Yeah, just as I said, as soon as I make a save, it turns out the save doesn't really matter anyways. So yay! Anyways, let's move on to level 2. Where we're going to be seeing some old foes and using tons of electricity. Making a save here. Just for the sake of keeping the save. And I die instantly. No, I'm not going to reuse that save state. That's only for the sake of saving the game even though it doesn't have a password. Yeah, there we go. That's a better way to describe it. Ah, there's too many of these things. Okay, that's it. Eat electricity. Die! Shouldn't be using too much of electricity, but... yeah, sheesh, I'm almost halfway out of it. Yeah, it's just necessary sometimes, especially with these continually respawning enemies. Hey, continue. Weapon refilled. That's one good thing about the infinite continues thing. Infinite ammo. Ha ha ha. Well, not infinite ammo, but you get the point. It's refilled. And it's very, very helpful. It actually gives a reason to killing yourself. With the last stage, in my opinion. Or the last 2 stages, rather. But yeah, moving on. We're going to be seeing a familiar foe in this stage. And we can't use his weakness. That's right. What's this? It's Cutsman. And his weakness is nowhere to be seen. So we're going to have to fight him with the Mega Buster. Fortunately, he still takes a ton of damage from it anyways, and he's not really hard to dodge. Yes. Other than using our electricity because it shoots down. Yes. Very useful in this level. Very, very useful. We really needed that health because our next opponent is going to be Elec Man. I think. Maybe. Yeah, it is. Yeah, this guy just does way too much damage. Look at that. You know what, I think I'm going to take a break from Mega Man right now. Next time on Let's Play Mega Man 1, yeah, we take on Stage 2, and hopefully we can get through it without too much more difficulty. I'll see you guys then.